The river cuts through the rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Now today's story is not about the river or even power, but about South Africa, what is happening in Africa and entire world. Now for the detail of the story, you've got to subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment. And as always, the devil's in the detail.
Hey, are you okay? You are crazy, you must be stupid. I'm telling you, I'm leaving, I'm not gonna come again. But if you want to be successful in your life, you have to think and you have to be work as a slave. Don't just sit inside the house and be busy chasing someone.
One Africa, one people.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here.
South Africans are raised, my sister. You are South African, you know you are brothers and you know you are sisters. You are too lazy. This is true. Lazy, you know what I'm saying. You are too lazy. You don't want to work.
Onyenjeza okukunda okutakarewaga okuzuna omusisi otagine matsiko kuntambira obufungi ndekye kwesasira onyatye mu rukundo yawe nkuhereze onyenjeza.
So much fun, guys!
Mukama denkozi yebibi embabazi zawe zonkana zoza kumbasa nyenyesa ninkwetenga niwe ndukwesiga ndi mu byohingurene owuwafereire.
What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel The Foreigner. I am a foreigner from East Africa, Uganda, and I do vlogs about foreigners, illegal foreigners and migration. I discourage those ideas, but I encourage patriotism, Pan-Africanism and love for one another. Now guys, as you know, we are in early July, and what was happening at the end of June in South Africa was very, very alarming, crazy and full of news or in any way content. So now we have a few leaves to pick out of what was happening in South Africa, what the reaction was from Africa and the entire world. But firstly, I have a couple of videos I want to play you.
One Africa, one people.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear. Xenophobes are welcome here. Stop the hate, stop the violence. Together we stand, divided we fall. We will not stand for violence. We will not stand in silence. No to xenophobia. Yes to Ubuntu.
Now guys, after the 30th of June 2026, well, we still have to talk about South Africa, what Africa thinks about it, and what the entire world knows or thinks about South Africa. Now guys, after this video, you get to realize there is a big divide in South Africa. White South Africans, some white South Africans think otherwise to what black South Africans think. For example, black South Africans are saying, or the majority of South Africans are saying, xenophobia or illegal immigration is a crime, so we need to protest against it. And a few or some white South Africans are saying, no, these are not illegal immigrants, these are refugees, we should let them stay, in our country, yada 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 yada. And now they are calling their fellows xenophobes. So now I wonder, I started by talking about a river cutting through the rock, not because of power or of strength, but because of persistence. Now, what builds a country? I would like to think that what builds a country is persistence, consistency, and unity. Because I would like to say firstly to those that are protesting against illegal immigration that you should be consistent, you should be persistent, and you should be patriotic, and you should have an end game, an end goal actually. Because here's the thing: imagine you're fighting against illegal immigration, or you're fighting against crime, and then your own people in South Africa are kind of against you or fighting against you, and then the entire Africa or some few African countries are also against you. You just saw what happened in the World Cup. People were posting shamelessly that they are not supporting South Africa, but rather Mexico or any other team playing against South Africa. You understand? But these are some people who are not supporting South Africa, didn't qualify for World Cup. You would wonder, did they have an option? Obviously not. The only option they had is to to seek for a random team they could support because their own teams did not qualify for World Cup. Now, away from that, guys, what do we learn from what is happening in South Africa? One thing is, they call South Africa a rainbow nation to make sure that it unites all the people in it, especially South Africans. But what do we see from a group of South Africans saying that we don't like criminals? Because, I mean, no country likes criminals. When you go to the UK, when you go to the US, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, Zambia, actually even Zimbabwe, a country that is faced sanctions for a longest time, doesn't accommodate illegal immigrants. Why would you think it's abnormal for South Africa to chase illegal immigrants or deport them, or for people, citizens, to protest against illegal immigrants? Why do you think that's abnormal? Now, when we have a group of South Africans, patriotic South Africans, who say illegal immigration is a problem and the government should deal with it, if the government doesn't deal with it, we are going to do our part as citizens. And then we have a group of South Africans from a province of Western Cape, from Cape Town, protesting against these brothers and sisters who are saying that they do not like illegal immigrants or illegal immigration. Now, guys, again I take you back to the issue of the river. The river is not so strong nor powerful to break through the rock, but because of persistence and consistency and unity, the river makes the way through the rock. This is what is coming your way. South Africans who love South Africa at heart and say they don't want illegal immigrants, you should be consistent, because it is so hard to see videos like this.
South Africans are raised, my sister. You are South African, you know your brothers and you know your sisters. You are too lazy. This is true. Lazy, you know what I'm saying. You are too lazy. You don't want to work. I don't know what type of you want anything for Mahara, everything for free. You just need free money. As you now, you are busy chasing people out of here, but you don't want to work. You are still staying inside your house, but you want money. Are you okay? Are you okay? You are crazy. You must be stupid. I'm telling you, I'm leaving. I'm not going to come again. But if you want to be successful in your life, you have to think and you have to be work as a slave. Don't just sit inside the house and be busy chasing someone. Still, you're going to be the same. You're going to chase the someone who's going to go. You are killing your own industry.
Here's the thing. You know, I don't want to say that this brother definitely he is from Tanzania, East Africa. That is my neighbor. I wouldn't want to say that he's leaving South Africa very bitter, angry, with a very heavy heart, but this is what it looks like. Imagine you're leaving a country that you have been living in illegally for a long period of time, and then you're calling people lazy, stupid, and whatever. What does that talk about you? Why does it become problematic? Or why does it make you angry to go back home where you belong, where your siblings are, your ancestors, and everything, where you can speak the language easily? What kind of business investment were you doing in South Africa? You see, guys, I like to repeat myself by telling you that I lived in South Africa illegally for 5 years, and I still do not understand why people find it so hard for them to go back to their home countries. Now, he's calling South Africans lazy, and I would like to agree and disagree with him, because is it illegal immigrants that build South Africa to how big it is right now, or it is South Africans? Now, if illegal immigrants build South Africa to how it is right now, why have the illegal immigrants failed to build their own country to that might that South Africa is at right now? Because, I mean, guys, I struggle all the time to understand that. I really do struggle to understand. Someone would say illegal immigrants or foreigners that come to South Africa are investors. Well, let me agree. They are investors. They are so hardworking, as the brother is saying, angrily. Now, if you are so hardworking, have you worked so hard that your country is much bigger than South Africa, that you're now spreading your wings? Definitely not. If you try to make some research on the African continent, there's no country bigger than South Africa. Economically, infrastructure-wise, there's no country. There is not one. So if you say it's illegal immigrants that have built South Africa, why don't those illegal immigrants go to another African country and make it even much bigger than South Africa? Here's the thing. I saw another video of a South African saying that South Africans are lazy, they cannot work. I mean, I agree. I don't want to disagree today. I want to agree. But why is it that South Africa is the much progressive country in Africa, is the most economically strong country in Africa, where actually the country where there is lazy people is where the development is the most? Tell me that, guys. Make that make sense. If you tell me that, then I'll agree that South Africans are lazy. Now, if we all agree that South Africans are lazy, then how is that your business? How is that your problem? I mean, I am Ugandan. I live in Uganda. I was born and raised in Uganda, my ancestry and everything. So why is it that if a Kenyan is lazy, that becomes my problem? A Kenyan being lazy in Kenya shouldn't be my problem, because that does not affect me in any way. Actually, I should be taking advantage of that and maybe export a lot of stuff into Kenya, because the lazy Kenyans need what I work hard for. Does that make sense, guys? If you are a Tanzanian and you say South Africans are lazy, why don't you export a lot of stuff into South Africa, where the lazy people who like boozing and dancing amapiano are going to buy because they don't want to work? Why is that not so easy? Why don't people see that? Why do you see that you are lazy, so I have to stay in your country illegally? I mean, guys, let's use some sense, man. You could see my brother was almost shedding tears because he was leaving South Africa, and shedding tears because he was going back to where he belongs, where he was born, where he calls home. Man, I did so many videos about the kinds of jobs illegal immigrants do in South Africa. If you want to see that, go check my old videos. Fake sangomas or traditional healers, fake prophets or fake pastors and priests, fake medical doctors who sell fake abortion pills, drug dealers, hijackers, scammers, what is it called, Ben 10s, like those young boys or young men that date cougars or much older ladies. All those are kinds of jobs illegal immigrants are doing in South Africa. And then we call this to order, they're gonna say South Africans are lazy. Oh well, we understand, we agree, we take the L, South Africans are lazy. But why are you hardworking people leaving your countries to come to South Africa where lazy people are? Lazy people are not inviting you. All you have to do, go to your hardworking countries, work hard, send stuff, ship stuff to South Africa. Let the lazy South Africans buy your stuff. That's how we're gonna understand, oh, you guys are hardworking. That's why your economy is much bigger than South Africa's. That's why South Africa is importing stuff from your countries. But don't make it a statement because you cannot prove it. Anyway, guys, in closure, we can agree about this over and over again, but one thing for sure, illegal immigration is a crime. Actually, let me play you this video from America, and when I return, I'll close it up. But again, guys, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and watch videos till the end. Again, to my campaign of telling you that illegal immigration is a crime anywhere else, anywhere in the world, in America, ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, arrested a nun. This is a black nun who was arrested and was only rescued by a senator in America. She was just suspected of being an illegal immigrant. Imagine a lady of God preaching the word of God, transforming lives, humble as she looks. She was arrested on a suspicion that she was an illegal immigrant. Imagine that. Now for you, who is pickpocketing, who is a fake sangoma in South Africa, who is scamming, who is a Ben 10, who is working as an Uber Eats rider with fake driver's license, you want to say South Africans are lazy because they call you to order for being an illegal immigrant? Look, this is a nun, a whole entire nun was arrested and detained by immigration in America, and then you want to say South Africa is xenophobic? Now, would you say Americans are racist for arresting someone that is suspected of being an illegal immigrant? Tell me what you make of this. Anyway guys, we can talk about this over and over again. It's up to you. It's up to how you understand things. But one thing for sure, illegal immigration is a big crime. It's a security threat, it's a crime, and it breeds so many crimes. Well, that is from America, but we are back to South Africa to talk about illegal immigration. I mean, the standard has been said that only illegal immigration is a problem to South Africa, and fighting against illegal immigration is becoming xenophobic. But when you go to America, I mean, people know ICE is meant to make sure that they arrest illegal immigrants and make sure America is safe. When South Africans stand up and say, oh, you're illegal immigrants, go back to your countries, then South Africans are becoming xenophobic. Anyway guys, we can talk about this over and over again, but one thing for sure, illegal immigration is a crime anywhere in the world. Thank you.